The world is different.
Beyond a lifetime ago, a war between nature and civilization arose overnight, seemingly without reason. 50 years ago, it paused in a tense stalemate.
1 year ago, on a cold winter's day, the mountainous city of Bulwark erupted as its long-held godly prisoner escaped his chains from beneath the stone. The decimation was the righting of a great wrong, but a terrible price was paid.
Our heroes, who set the freedom and destruction in motion, were called to the lands of their former enemy to help this god on his path to reascension. Their mission complete, their eyes turned back to a threat at home.
They look at their footprints, at the trail that they've blazed, a trail that led them to redemption and peace. Now, the same footprints lead them back home, and they walk a path where they might just find the end. And as the sun rises over the summit, they face the day together. Hello, and welcome to another path. My name is Chase, and I continue to be your GM. Today, our heroes traverse Erden and face Ambereye himself. Thank you to our backers, Carlin, Atan, and Everett for their support. If you like what we're doing, consider donating to us at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. With that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
All right.
Big ass snake.
Big ass snake. I think that's still doable.
But since we have the layers of the tower to go through, whereas if we get up to the top layer and go down, we will be able to surprise Ambereye more readily and have much less chance of raising the alarm. Because unlike Dishonored, we don't have frickin' save points that we can go back to.
I am really looking forward to seeing what the fate worse than death ending for Ambereye is going to be. Because I did spend a lot of time thinking about Dishonored and writing tonight.
Hey! It's a great game.
Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
A little bit of Cyberpunk, just a little bit.
Just a skosh.
Just a skosh of Cyberpunk.
Okay.
And
Cyberskosh. So here's real quick out of character what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We can try, I'm thinking maybe we try to use the river to approach. If there's access, so it's kind of like a plan 1A, plan 1B situation. So like we use the river to get as close as we can. If we get close enough and we find that there's attainable access underwater, I say we take that and try to sneak up as high as we can. If there's not underwater access, we try to get ashore quietly and try to climb as high as we can, knowing that at any moment it could get loud. And then at that point, it's just a fucking dead sprint to the top, and then I can do some druid bullshit and block the doors. And then we just try to beat Ambereye's ass as fast as possible, and then pull a Connor slip and jump out the window. That's where my head's at. I'm open to suggestion.
I guess the if it's just the two of us, I don't think sneaking up the outside is going to be as big of an issue because, like you said before, you could either be something that can just climb up and pull me, or you can be something that can hide and I can climb. So we won't be as big of a problem. And if I've got the cloak of displacement, that would potentially make it harder to see, hopefully. Underwater shenanigans,
How can druids not learn spider climb?
that seems like an omission.
That's bullshit. Anyway, sorry.
maybe because they can turn into literal spiders.
That's probably it.
You know what?
Fair.
Kim raises a very good point.
Does Kella have plans to go with us?
I can go with you. We'll see how things are when we get there. I'm okay in a fight, but I'm not great.
Well, maybe you organize our escape then.
I can work on that. If we come in to Amberwatch hot, I can try and hold people off.
Yeah. I'm
decent at defense.
The one thing that I bring to this operation is I am good in a fight.
Yes.
This is good. I'm not terrible in a fight.
If you're anything like and I gesture to Kella, if you're anything like her, then I keep the thing's attention, and you just stab it in the back a bunch of times, all the squishy bits. If this guy has squishy bits, everything's got squishy bits.
Look, if you're going to stab him somewhere, the squishy bits are going to be the things that hurt him. Because he is, like, metal from the waist down. It's kind of terrible.
And I've got a plan for that.
Yeah.
And my sleeves are covered, but I slap my Wanderer tattoos.
You have a plan for the metal bits on the base down.
Trust me on this one. That I got.
Okay.
I think I know this plan, and I really hope to see it in action. We'll see.
I think that this is just we're just going to need to be adaptable, play it by ear.
Well, let's get to the river first before we start making a whole bunch of plans.
Yeah. I'll start fishing Mr. Taldway's notes out of my bag. And actually, yeah, if there's any, like, is there plant life? There's not really much in the form of plant life down here, is there?
There's, like, mushrooms.
Any sort of, like, river reed situation?
You would have to get to the river to find out.
Let's go.
I need a stealth check from the group.
Yep. As we step out, I go, wait. And I'm going to grab my druid necklace and prepare to cast a spell, and a little bit of that very like lightly cinematic wind begins to like swirl around us, and like as we take footsteps out into the like dirt roads, the wind brushes our footsteps away, and the general kind of like light breeze covers sort of the white noise of our movements. I cast Pass Without Trace.
Naturally.
Oh, thank you.
So a plus 10.
That gives me 33 then. Thank you.
Oh, rogues! Here's where Mordecai's plus 2 stealth comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good. That's a 26 with Pass Without Trace.
And Kella gets a even 30.
Nice.
As the three of you move like the wind itself blowing through these caves. You pass by, you have one almost close encounter. Mm-hmm. You see a set of 3 patrolling Amberforge walking down one road, like 3 streets down away from you. You are entirely safe. They do not see you, but they are armed.
Can I do a quick perception to see if I can kind of see what they're armed with and kind of case them, since I've never really dealt with them before?
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
That is a 19.
Okay, with a 19, these beings are 6.5 to 7 feet tall. One of them is armed with a sword and shield. The other 2 are armed with pole arms. You can also see with a 19, they do have chains strapped to their belts. And also, of course, the notable things about them, they are made of wood and metal. Their eyes glow with an amber light. You make your way to the water's edge. You look out at this river that was not here, not even a few months ago, Mordecai. This river is brand new and looks like it's been here forever.
Wild.
It is about 150 feet wide.
Oof.
Healthy sized. From the shores of the river, you can see 2 bridges. One that is very close to you and one that is much further down. Floating high above the river, you do see this airship. And as Kella looks up at it, she shakes her head and sighs. It was their gift.
I see.
They taught Ambereye how to make that, and the Amberforged had one ready to go within hours.
Don't like that.
Not great, but if we can take care of this, that could be pretty useful.
I've got an idea.
I figured you might.
He doesn't just live on the ship now, right?
No,
Okay.
no. You haven't seen him. You don't understand. He is a sickly thing. He is 500 years old, kept alive but for an absence of grace of God. Until recently, I thought him one of the best men I could ever know. He was the only one organizing and putting together a saving grace for the mages of the peninsula. He remembered a time when they were not persecuted, and he wanted to see that changed. Now I'm beginning to wonder if he was just doing that for this. Not for the mind flayers, but for power, for glory, for life. I don't know.
So it makes sense. Free enough people and get them to love you and then they are your subjects for life.
Pretty much.
Makes sense. In a twisted sort of way.
It's a good racket he had.
Mm-hmm.
Let's end it.
I put a hand on Kella's shoulder and just say, I remember how you spoke of him when we first met him. I'm sorry.
And she looks up, and only you would be able to tell that she's kind of at the verge of tears. Don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Right, anyways, so this is the water. It's terrible.
Great.
The bridge, more directly watched, might be less terrible.
Are there any sort of is there any little bit of water flora growing on the banks? Like any sort of reeds or cattails or anything like that?
Nothing this soon. It's only been here for a few weeks.
Okay.
It's not like there's any sunlight or anything down here for things to grow
Sure.
properly. There's some mushrooms.
Then we're going to try this with mushrooms.
All right. What are we doing?
This is me just flavor texting the druidic components that Mr. Taldway has detailed in his notes for water breathing.
Okay.
So I'm going to take some water shrooms,
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna I had this whole plan of tying these reeds onto my necklace, and now I think there's just a big mushroom cap that's sitting on his necklace.
Okay.
And I go, I don't think this is normally how this works, but I've done more with less. And I'm going to keep an eye out, will you?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ritual cast this, so it's going to take me 10 minutes.
Okay.
Water breathing on the three of us and Hugo.
Okay.
Good call.
I need you to roll me stealth at disadvantage, Mordecai.
I still have pass without trace because water breathing is not concentration.
Correct.
That's pretty good. 23.
You're fine.
I rolled an 11 and a 15.
Ooh.
So, pretty good.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, I would like to be investigating the water.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check. What are you looking for?
Specifically, I'm looking for any form of hazard or, if I can tell why she says this water is terrible, other than, it's going through the middle of town. But that's a 4, so...
You can see the houses.
Okay.
And honestly, the houses are close enough that if you felt confident in everyone's ability, you might be able to, jump from flooded house to flooded house.
But that's going to be pretty damn obvious.
Exactly. You'd have to do it quick. You'd have to time it with that searchlight. But not impossible.
Call it Plan C. I have jump prepared.
Excellent.
Jump's a fun spell, and I never get to use it.
It's not unlikely that I'll turn into a giant squid in this river, so I'm just preparing myself.
That's fair.
Gang, I really have to preserve my wild shapes. I gotta preserve as much as I can, because I'm gonna be tanking I'm gonna be tanking Ambereye, so...
Yeah, you don't have a Jackson, so...
I have to do this with as few tricks as possible. That's the challenge right now.
The law of conservation of tricks. Or you just have to sneak as a giant squid. Yeah, you just have to stay as a squid until you're done.
Now, it's not impossible that the giant squid has a better sneak than I do. Or giant octopus, whatever it is.
Yeah.
CR1. It has its stealth is better than mine. It has a +5 to stealth.
Wow, actually, that's really good.
Now, this is working on the idea that you can't sneak unless you're hidden, and I'm a giant octopus.
Look,
so
let's get to that when we get to that. You finish casting water breathing, and this mushroom that you've picked up out of the water sprouts 2 identical mushrooms off of it. They fall off of the stems, and all 3 fall into your hand.
I think I hand them out and I say, here, eat these. I'll snap off a little piece for Hugo and stick it into my pocket.
Ah. All right. What exactly are we doing?
Oh God, just eat them. They'll make us. If I did everything right, I mean they'll make us breathe underwater.
What do you mean if you did everything right?
Mr. Taldway's notes detailed the use of reeds and not gross river water, but I'm working with what I got.
I rolled a 16 for deliciousness, so...
Yeah, no, she pops it in her mouth.
The material component's attuned to the water that we're going to be swimming in, so I think it's actually going to work out just fine. I think it's fine. It's really, ironically, really dry.
Yeah.
This is actually pretty good. Certainly better than eating out of a trash can.
This lasts for 24 hours.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It's not concentration.
Dang.
So we can just breathe underwater for the foreseeable scenes.
What is the plan then? Are you swimming through the river?
I think we should try to swim as far as we can to the tower. If there's underwater access, let's scope that out. If not, we'll do plan B and climb.
That sounds good.
Roll me stealth checks.
That's going to be a 27 for Mordecai.
38 for Lou.
Oh my god!
Yeah, y'all are fine. Y'all are fine. I made this team too good. Should have stuck it with Rebroth.
Pass Without Trace is just busted.
It really is, though. But no, Mr. Cling Clang 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 would not have been able to swim.
Nope, he wouldn't have done shit. He would.
Chase, you've created a really perfect challenge for me because in the Dishonored way of play it your way, this is taking all of Mordecai's small bag of tricks and just is stretching them as thin as they can possibly go. Oh, also, just so I know in case shit breaks bad, Lou, what's your armor class?
16.
Okay, so bark skin wouldn't do anything for you.
Lou, what is your passive?
19.
As you're swimming, you're making your way towards the tower. As you pass under the bridge in between you and Amberwatch, you see, swimming past you the opposite way, just under the bridge, is a giant white moray eel.
Oh, okay.
This giant thing just snakes by you. You can see Kella is freaking out low-key, but keeps it together. And it doesn't even see you, because y'all rolled above a 20. You swim easily past the giant white moray eel. You find yourselves at the base of the tower. So you are trying to find a way in from the river.
I want to see if that's an option.
I would like you to roll me a straight D20 and a perception check. Both of you.
Okay.
Both.
What's your straight D20 first?
11.
9.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, both. Or perception or investigation, whichever's better for you.
Perception, please. Ooh, that's a nat 19.
28.
So 26.
26 and a 28.
My girl Lou.
You find it. That first roll was to see, does it exist?
Okay.
I was looking for a 20.
Oh, damn. Yes.
Dice tell the story. The dice tell the story sometimes.
You find it. Do you even hesitate, or do you just go for it?
I think it's like Lou and I both spotted at the same time.
And then
like, point.
Yep, and I look over at Mordecai and I go, I finger,
shrug.
like,
Yeah.
the 2 finger,
Eyes. Yeah.
yeah.
I gesture to Kella and shrug.
She gives you a thumbs up.
Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
Yep.
Worst comes to worst, we can bail out. You
Yep.
know, let's at least take a look. So yeah, let's. I won't take the lead. I'll be in the middle as is my spot, and to keep the pass without a trace up.
Kella will take the lead on this one. She grabs onto the edges and just kind of like forces herself down the pipe, and you can see as soon as she goes in, as soon as she slips into the pipe, you can see that there's a suction that like pulls her the rest of the way.
Oh, Oh, this suddenly became less appealing. But okay.
Ooh. All right, I'm going in after her.
Okay.
Whew.
Mordecai in. Lou, are you following?
I'm gonna do a quick perception to see if there's any, like, blood or anything coming out.
Uh-huh.
That's 20.
Fair.
You do not see any Sebulwark chunks flying out.
Okay.
Oh.
As long as there doesn't seem to be.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I go.
Wait, hang on. I gotta try to do the Mordecai gruff on that as well. Come on, let's go.
After about like 15 seconds of being like pulled down this pipe, you pop out into a cistern, and immediately as both of you fly out, Kella grabs you and pulls you off to the side and puts a finger to her lips. Same thing with Lou. Points up.
I'll shoot my pennant of Eagle's Watch up
Oh, yeah.
out of the water.
So your pennant flies up, and you see that you are in a cistern. You are about 15 feet down. There is a ladder directly behind you, right above the pipe that leads in. And directly across from you, up on a ledge, there is a singular Warforged in position watching. Doesn't see you, hasn't acted yet.
Watching the water, I presume.
Watching the room, like not specifically the water, but like he's sweeping the room.
I'll pull my vision back down and gesture, point at my eyes, point where I saw it, hold up one finger, and I point up in that direction. And you said there's a ladder?
There's a ladder right
up
behind
cistern?
you. And then, then a hallway that leads back the way you came, but up on land.
Where is the ladder relative to the Amberforged?
Directly across from him.
Fuck. So it would be climbing out, dashing the entire length of the cistern.
Yeah, how big
If that
is
is-
the
Gets to
cistern
them.
space?
The cistern is about 30 feet wide.
If I was at the top of the water, on the edge closest to the Amberforged, would he be within 15 feet of me?
Yes.
I'm tempted to do some bullshit.
I know that look. I'm kind of curious to see what this bullshit is.
So I think for a second, I think this is worth a wild shape. I'm going to gesture like, stay here.
Okay.
I'm going to swim up to the surface. I'm going to throw my sight up again with the pendant to get a bead on everything.
Yep.
I'm going to brace myself. I'm going to bonus action wild shape into a giant octopus, and I'm going to pull this guy into the water with us.
Yes!
Because I have a 15-foot reach with my tentacles.
Okay, what's the
So I want to wrap him up and just yoink him. What's an attack roll?
Gotcha. All right.
And then he's grappled.
Roll to attack.
Okay. Do I have a surprise?
I'll give you advantage.
Please and thank you.
No, he was expecting giant tentacles to come out of the cistern today, so,
That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Ooh. So this guy takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And is grappled. Would that be enough for me to yoink him into the water?
Make me a strength check. We'll treat this like a shove.
Okay. 19.
Not 19.
Ooh.
13.
Mordecai just tentacles sprout out of his form and turns into a squid in the span, or an octopus in the span of 3 seconds, and just one tentacle lashes up out of the water, wraps around this guy's leg, pulls him to the ground, and then pulls him into the water.
Okay. You've got this guy in the water with you. Luelda and Kella will both get a round on this guy, and we will roll initiative.
Get him!
All right,
Okay.
Lou, go for it.
Okay, so I'm presuming I can get up close enough to hit him
Yeah.
in this round. I'm going to throw that d20 on the ground. So I would like to...
And he is restrained, by the way, as well, so any attacks you have advantage.
Okay, well then never mind the bit I was going to say. Dude, I was going to say, does it count as being hidden since my stealth roll was so high? But if I already have advantage, it doesn't really matter. So I guess I will just take my short sword out and try to hit it underwater. I don't know exactly how underwater mechanics work, but that would be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah.
Okay.
I think if we wanted to split hairs, I think with piercing weapons, you're fine.
Okay.
And this was a surprise round, so if you didn't roll with advantage, and you get your sneak attack.
Yeah.
I did. So the straight damage is only a 6 for the actual piercing damage, and then the sneak attack.
Sneak attacks where the money is.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
66, holy shit.
Yes. 18, 27. Sneak attack damage.
27 damage. How do you want to do this?
Yes!
Okay. So as he's pulling him in, I see my chance, and I come up behind, and I find right in the back of the neck, there's just a little bit of where the neck meets the head, and I get my sword just right in that little spot and go pop, and it goes goes rolling through the water. It's great.
Yep.
You
The
rock'em
head,
sock'em robots this fool.
The head pops off, and the amber light fades to blue and then fades to nothing, and just rolls in the water.
4 of the tentacles give thumbs ups.
What?
At that, Kella breaches the surface and hits the ladder.
I give Kella a tentacle hug before I do, because I'm never going to get another chance.
Come on, Mordecai, we gotta hurry now. You can stay as an
unravel.
octopus if you want, but we
I
gotta move.
really can't.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can't hold my breath for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stay an octopus, dude.
I lift up out of the problem is I'm a large creature. This is gonna get messy. So I'm gonna, for the time being, I'm gonna lift myself out of the cistern with my tentacles
I'll swim over to
and
the
just
ladder.
kind of like sklorp around. I have a 10-foot speed on land.
Kella looks around, and she is a bit concerned. Okay, we're on a timetable now, because at some point they're going to notice he's dead.
I will turn back into Mordecai at that and say, all right, this is where I think I'm depending on you two more, because I'm big and not that quiet.
Right.
This is fine.
So, we've got up ahead here, there's a pathway that'll take us right underneath the tower. It'll take us into like a back storage room, and we can try and work our way up from there.
Okay. I have a forward scout if we need one.
Okay, once we get up there, the grates are heavy. That's going to be the other thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to just whisper into my pocket to Hugo, your time's coming up, buddy. Sit tight.
Squeak.
Squeak. Shh, we're being quiet. This is a good show.
I love Hugo so much.
This is a good show we have. Thank you for being a part of it, Kim.
Yeah. I'm happy to be here.
You head down the hallway, and Kella is able to direct you to a set of 4 ladders. It's gonna be one of these. I'm not sure which one it is.
I will. They go straight up.
All of them go straight up. All of them lead into Amberwatch. I don't know which one leads to his lair. I don't know which one leads to his workshop. The other 2 lead to places that might have a bit of a fight going on in them, if you get in there and get caught.
If we're doing it logically, it would make sense for that to be 1, 2, 3, 4 for the levels.
It would be, but he's also paranoid and probably did it out of order.
Can I use my pendant at all to shoot my vision up and scope any of those out?
Yeah, you can. How many uses do you have on that? Is that infinite?
It's at will, my guy.
Oh my god, I gave you too much power. Yes, you can do that.
Let's be honest, you gave me a first level spell at will.
Yes.
You gave me that, but it's very useful for reconnaissance.
It is. Nah, Go for it. Yeah.
So I have 120 feet that I can shoot my eyeballs up.
Yep.
Up each of these chutes to kind of take a look around.
I don't like that phrasing, but okay.
Mordecai takes out an eye and throws it as high as he can in the air.
For the sake of brevity, you can figure out which one is which. You know which one is Ambereye's lair. You know which one is his workshop.
All right, so lair or workshop first.
The workshop is where we're getting the information on how to overthrow the Warforged, which, as I understand it, is number 2 in that priority list.
It's a happy side effect of Ambereye being dead, so actually let's start there.
Okay.
You make your way to the workshop. You find yourself in a room filled with tables, no chairs, just tables.
He can't sit.
And the Amberforged don't need to. You open the grating into this room, and you can see everything is just kind of like centered and pooling down into this grate. It's the whole room is at kind of like a weird raked angle, and you see the tables are covered in diagrams and drawings. A lot of them look very angular, as if they were drawn by machine.
Okay.
Some of them look more circular and flowing, reminiscent of oceanic life. In the center of this room, there is a giant amber crystal sitting in a tube of glass. Surrounding it, there are dials and levers. None of them are labeled.
That's the light, I'm assuming?
It's the control module for all of the Warforged, Ambereye.
Oh, shit. Mordecai takes one look around this room and goes, I have no idea what any of this is.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, nothing?
I've never been up here.
Fair enough.
There's a reason he actively keeps us away.
But, like, do you know anything about the physiology of the Amberforge that would shed any light here?
No, I'm really not like... I wish Rami was here. She's the one with the head for machines and crap like that.
Yeah.
Well, if the big yellow glowing thing is important, in my mind, we either steal or break, yes?
Theoretically. I'm looking to maybe make a survival check to track, like, the most well-tread areas of this workshop. See what, like, where most of the work has been done, where the areas of priority are.
Okay, sure.
That's a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you can see the area around that crystal is avoided at all costs. You can see there is layers of dust around there. Whatever the settings are on this thing, people do not touch them.
Interesting.
At all. In the area surrounding, though, you do see there are some areas that are paid more attention to than others. However, what you can see is that the northernmost quadrant does seem to be the most recently heavily trafficked, and a quick investigation, you don't even have to roll for this. This is where they were working on the designs for Ambereye's airship.
Fuck.
Well, do we want to keep this information? Or do we want to burn it all down?
I'm leaning toward that second option, but...
If we're going to burn it down, let's not do it while we're in the building.
Exactly. I want to deal with Ambereye first.
That's fair.
I don't know what any of this means. I don't feel confident enough to touch any of this without thinking it's going to screw us.
I mean, yeah.
This isn't my area of expertise. My area of expertise is kicking ass.
Right. This thing is going to be a problem no matter when we slice it.
Yeah.
But we can slice that later.
We can take the diagrams, if nothing else. And
there's an idea.
Yeah.
I'll just start rolling up diagrams, like everything. Just everything.
Yeah.
Grab the stuff specifically for the airship, too.
Okay.
And I'm going to go over and... are there windows?
Roll me a perception check.
I'm rolling hot tonight. That's a nat 20.
Hell yeah. Short answer, yes. Long answer, there are like steel shutters that are like pulled down over all of these windows. Longer answer, you find the control mechanism. Do you throw it?
No,
Okay.
because that will be obvious.
Loud.
Sure.
But I'm going to clock it.
Mm-hmm.
And does my sensor for Eagle's Watch go through solid objects?
It does.
I want to basically just shoot it up out the top of the tower
Uh-huh.
and find my angle, find the window that's closest pointing out toward the direction of the airship.
It is the one towards the north. And you can...
I'm gonna take a little piece of like chalk or something and just draw a little X on that shutter so I have it marked for later.
You can tell
'Cause
that
I think
airship...
that's going to be our escape point.
That airship is within... It is perfectly hovering within, like, 15 feet of the tower. It is...
Oh, this does not need to be jumpable. I have a different plan.
Proceed.
I know. That's for
I know.
later.
I
That's
was thinking,
the
okay, what are
escape
we doing
route.
now?
That's the escape route. I'm marking this for later.
Uh-huh.
And I say, I think this is going to be our... If we need to beat feet, we go up and we go out. And I can cover the rest.
Vi do Connor.
Yeah, pull a Connor.
It's just... Like, even in, like quiet times, when it's a nice day, he will opt for the window. Like, if it's shut, he'll open it. He won't dive through glass, which I appreciate.
Homie just loves jumping out of windows.
I could see that being an issue. I understand. But
It's just every time, you know?
and
It's just one of those things. You ever have that friend that you just look at them and it's like, well, yeah, of course you just did that.
Yeah.
Everybody has that friend. At least 3 of them, if you're lucky. And she sighs. Beautiful idiot. Okay. Right.
Also, kind of while I'm walking around looking at diagrammy stuff, I'm looking to see if there's anything that like details what the control thing in the middle. Like, I'm trying to like investigate the diagrams kind of quickly as I go. Okay.
You find nothing. Not even going to make you roll for it. There is nothing on these diagrams. You're rolling things up. Kel is looking for the same thing.
Okay.
Neither of you find anything about this thing. Roll me an insight check.
It's 17.
With a 17, you realize this is by design. Whoever built this thing, whenever they built this thing, they intended to keep the secrets of how to operate this thing just that. They have no intention of letting anybody except themselves be able to control.
Well, I don't think we're going to find any way to run that thing. Pretty sure that I'm assuming Ambereye is the one who's running it, and he is not about to let anybody else know, so he didn't write any of the instructions. I don't think.
Makes sense.
Probably right. All right.
Well,
Speaking of him, let's go pay my old boss a visit.
yeah.
How do we want to do this? We want to sneak in, or do you want me to run distraction?
I think you running distraction doesn't sound like a bad idea.
And then to
Okay.
sneak in behind you.
Right. I'm going to try. Keep an ear out. I'm going to try and get in there and talk with him.
Okay.
If you hear me talking to him, you do it. Do what you got to do. Get in there. I'm going to let you know right now. Last time I was in there, there was it was actually like the last time you were in there, Mordecai. The room is about 100 feet wide.
Okay.
There is a chamber in the center of the room that's it's a square glass cube. It's about 30 feet wide on any side. And it's about like 10 feet tall.
Okay.
You might be able to make the jump from the top of the stairs into the cube. But if you've got some other kind of way to get in there, I would recommend it. You might be able to break the glass of the cube, but that's going to cause a lot of noise.
So we have to get into the cube to get to him?
Correct.
And is there a door or any kind of access point?
There is an
I'll make one.
Shatter.
There is an access point around the back. You'd have to cut around a little bit, but you'd be able to get there.
Okay.
Now remember, I'm going to be getting out. Pass Without Trace probably only got a couple of minutes left on it. This is our
Okay.
last This is the last push. I'm going to be leaving it, so I'm not going to have it. Use it.
Yep.
Don't die. Don't die.
Yep.
Either of
too.
you. And I'm going to try not to either. He's not going to be happy to see me. I'm not supposed to be here.
I'm going to, real quick, I'll take the bro grabs.
Bro grabs.
With Kella, and I'll hand on the back of her head, foreheads together. See you on the outside of this. Fallback points, 1 level up.
Got it. Let's go home.
Yeah.
And Kella, she slips downstairs.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Jump on myself.
Okay.
Yes.
You son of a bitch.
And I'm going to roll right up with Lou. And I'm going to withdraw the Scroll of Haste from my pocket.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be side by side with you. Say, I'll follow your lead. I'll make an opening for you.
All right. So I will wait until I hear voices, preferably like calmly talking voices, preferably, or at least whatever.
So I just rolled the dumbest bunch of dice I have rolled in a while.
Okay.
I rolled low on everything, both sides.
Okay.
So this is what happens.
Okay.
You two are sitting at the top of these stairs, and they kind of curve down around the edge of the tower. And you see Kella walk down the stairs, and she's just kind of crouching down, sneaking through. And then she trips.
Oh, God.
The hem of her pants catches under a boot, and Ambereye very clearly doesn't notice. Whatever he's doing, he doesn't break.
Oh, my God.
I rolled an 8 on stealth. A 5 on his perception.
Oh, my God.
That's amazing.
The collective buttholes of the room clench.
Yep.
Kella is able to slip around behind him, drop down half, like, a little bit, and then walk up the other side. Hey, boss. Greenstone, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here.
Sneaking down.
Stealth.
Still at Pass Without Trace?
You do.
It's a good spell.
Thankfully, I have,
Yeah, fuck.
what is that called?
Oh, my God, yes.
I have reliable talent, so the 3 I
Yes, you
just
do.
rolled is a 10.
Okay.
So that gives me 20.
Plus everything.
Oh, wait, that gives me a 23 plus 10, so that's 33.
31. I rolled another 19.
You two slip down completely unseen. Lou, you've never seen Ambereye before, and everything you've heard about him could not have prepared you for truly the monstrosity that sits before you. Fused to an iron spider cradle that is holding his body, just decaying in place. This glass wall is clearly not only for the protection of its occupant, but also for the protection of those without. A being like this could not smell good at all. He lolls from side to side, leaning on an arm that is decaying. Kella, what are you doing? How did you get here?
Where?
Boss, I just want to know what's going on. I've been helping you for so long, and suddenly I get a lockdown order from you? You're lying to me. Why? Stealth, disadvantage. He's looking for you now.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I can't get below a 33,
Okay.
so...
Mordecai?
Nat 1. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
The workman's gavel clinks against the glass. You were so close.
As soon as I hear that, I'm, like, away from him as far as I can.
Yeah, no, you're still stealthed. You're good.
Okay.
Mordecai.
Hello.
How did you get in? I wasn't expecting you for at least another couple of days.
I look to Kella. I'm just like, are we doing this?
And she just raises her eyebrows once.
Okay. I'm going to...
I look to get in the back
Okay.
door while they're...
During that exchange, okay, you can find it. It's very easy to find. It's a cutout of glass. You got your thieves' tools with you, I'm guessing? Sleight of hand.
Of course I do.
With proficiency.
Okay.
As if I need to make an opening, I can
Well,
make an
I mean-
opening, but...
I have proficiency.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a 28.
Pops open.
Okay. And I
Doors
sneak in.
open. Yeah, Mordecai, you know where to look for Lou, and you see the back door open.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to jump
Uh-huh.
as high as I can. I'm going to pull the workman's gavel off my back and get ready to slam down. I go into a rage. I jump the glass.
Okay, you jump the glass.
I
The
say, let's
top
do
is
this.
open for him to get fresh air. You jump in and go ahead and roll an attack.
I'm swinging big dick energy, full reckless. Let's go.
I still like the idea of you conjuring a bear at the same time. That's amazing.
I thought the top of this thing was domed.
No,
like
totally
glassed
fair.
over.
Totally fair.
So I was going to be prepared to break it from the top, but I like this better. All right, 2 reckless attacks. Here we go. That's trash, actually. First one is 16.
16. Let me double check here. Here we go. 16. That will hit.
Ooh, cool. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm two-handing this bad boy.
I also like the two-hand bad boys.
That's gonna be 10 bludgeoning, 3 fire,
Okay.
for a total of 13.
Excellent.
Second reckless attack, 22.
22. That'll hit.
That's gonna be 14 bludgeoning, 3 fire,
14.
for 17. So I jump the glass and full hammer over my head comes smashing down on like where his body meets the shell. And then I'm gonna take my second swing, just batter up right into his chest.
Okay. You punch into him, and there is more there than you would have expected. Clearly, he is much more machine than man at this point.
Ew.
Lou, it is your turn.
Okay, so I snuck in the back.
Yeah.
Trying to size them up as I walk in. Like, are these legs, do they seem easily detachable?
No.
Okay.
Great thought.
How far up is the body portion from the ground?
Not far. Only 3 or 4 feet up. You can
Okay.
get to it.
Okay. So then I'm going to sneak my ass in there and try to... I might as well just try to short sword this guy too. I mean...
Yeah. Roll at advantage. He's threatened.
Excellent. That is a nat 20.
Yes! Yes!
So...
Yes!
Remind me, you double all the die, or you just
All
double...
die, including sneak attack die.
So you're rolling... This is a short sword? You're rolling 14d6.
Okay, so... We'll...
Just use a roller.
If
If you've got all those d6 next to you, go for it.
I have fireball die.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Ah,
You got
yes.
the cube.
I got the cube.
Okay, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I was a big fan of when Christina played a rogue in my
7,
campaign. She
8,
had a little
9.
box set aside that was her specific sneak attack box that she would flip open and just dump anytime she sneak attacked something.
Well, I don't like that. 42 damage.
Ooh.
Plus 5. So 47.
47.
Okay.
Oofa doofa.
I really don't like this guy, apparently.
He is taken aback by Mordecai's sudden betrayal.
Surprise, bitch.
He was never expecting the short sword.
I wasn't talking about me, bitch.
And now, it's his turn.
Do we need to roll initiative?
We will roll initiative after he goes.
After this?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we just ignored that the first time around. So everyone's going to go, then we're going to hit initiative.
I'm here for it.
I
here.
would bonus action like dodge, FYI.
Okay. So that's not going to help because this is going to be a wisdom saving throw for both of you.
I didn't think
Beans.
so, but wait, does my psychic thing do anything? Ba, 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 da, ba, ba.
That's an 11.
Fail.
12.
Fail.
Fuck.
You both take 36 psychic damage
Yeah.
as he grabs something near the top behind him and pulls, and a wave pulses out of him.
Ooh.
Ah!
Betrayal. Cowards.
Oh, you want to talk about betrayal?
Point. Let's roll initiative.
There we go. Nat 20 on initiative.
Also nat 20.
14.
My total makes it a 22.
That beats him.
Okay.
Okay. Lou?
14.
Okay. Let me roll for...
I'll be over here in the slow
Kella
lane.
spent the round running around the border of the room to try and get in.
Okay.
That's fair.
But that kept her out of the range of fire of the pulse.
Cool.
Cool. So, and Kella will be going after Lou. Mordecai, you're up again.
I have Whispers of the General in one ear, telling me where to strike, and I have Whispers of the Wanderer in the other ear, telling me to bide my time. And as Mordecai has always done, he splits the middle. I'm going to drop my rage. I'm going to stay in threatened radius.
Yep.
I'm going to tear the sleeves off of my my shirt, off my jacket, and throw my arm forward with the workman's gavel. And just like before, starting up at the Aegis tattoo, fire is going to ripple down my arm, down the roads, and out of the workman's gavel. And I cast heat metal
Okay.
on Ambereye's like metallic shell.
Okay. How does heat metal work? I've literally never been in a game that used it.
You cause a metal object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when I cast the spell. So
Okay.
let's start there.
Sure.
7 fire damage.
Cool.
It's concentration for up to a minute. A creature holding or wearing the object must succeed. That doesn't matter. He can't drop this. It's part of him.
True.
If the creature does not drop the object, they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
That's very good. Okay.
So he's going to be at disadvantage for a round, and then I can use my bonus action on subsequent turns to trigger this again. So that's my action to cast that.
Yep.
I'm going to bonus action shift
Cool.
and give myself just a butt ton of temp HP.
That's a good idea.
That's 20 temp.
Woo!
I get 16 base, and then I get to add a d6.
Nice.
And my AC goes up by 1, and I point the gavel at him, light him up with Wanderer Fire, and all my features grow more feral as some of the rage lingers in my body. And I say, it's like, you're telling me that I'm a traitor? You brought those things to our home! To my home! I'm staying in melee with him. That's my turn.
Okay. It is his turn. He reaches to his side and pulls out 2 objects. The first one is honestly rather banal. A common dagger. And he is going to make 2 attacks at you with it.
Okay.
They're both
At
at
me?
disadvantage. At you, yes.
Cool.
Miss and a miss. Not even making adding those up.
My AC is 16, right?
Second attack is going to hit though.
Okay.
And that is going to be not much. 8 damage. 8 piercing damage as the dagger does find a mark at one point. And as he does that, he pulls you in and takes this other thing. And you've never seen a gun before. You've certainly never seen one like this. It is sleek and metal, not the traditional brass and wood of the Amber Forge, but something otherworldly.
Mm-hmm.
And he fires. This is at point-blank range, and it does not fire a bullet or metal or wood. It fires energy. Wisdom saving throw.
13.
Fail.
Real before this effect resolves, after he stabbed me with the dagger, can I use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke?
Of course.
Dexterity 15, please. Or 16, please.
Fail.
15 fire damage as my tattoos flare again.
Okay.
And then I fail the wisdom save.
Yep.
Oh god, I'm being shot with the Fallout alien gun.
You really are.
The alien blaster.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect to get shot today.
You didn't know it was an option.
Yeah, I really didn't know it was an option.
You are going to take 12 D10 psychic damage.
Oh my word. Well, there goes heat metal.
Yeah, I don't think you can save from that one.
Can't pass that concentration check.
Nope. 67 psychic damage.
Still alive.
Your head reels in a way you did not know was possible.
Is it the best you got?
You are resilient.
You dumb piece of shit. You shouldn't be focusing on me, asshole.
Luelda, I believe that is your turn.
Yeah.
My sister's gonna kick your ass.
I will attempt to stab him again. I pull that short sword out.
Mm-hmm.
That was the worst headache I've ever had. You son of a bitch. That is a 20. Oh god, what's 9 plus 7? 23?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And then... Okay, so that's...
You get sneak attack still.
Yep. That's what I was just thinking. Okay, cool. So, 26 damage.
26.
Stabbing
Excellent.
damage. I can't back up very far because of the glass, so I'll just be ready to dodge.
You all see Kella stop and turn around and look at the stairs that are coming up into the room. Fuck, they're coming! She takes a crossbow off her belt and fires, and you see a grate slide over it. That's only going to hold him for like a couple of seconds tops. Fucking kill him!
I got it.
Okay.
It's go time.
It is your turn.
Cool. Ambereye still got like a dagger hooked in me.
Mm-hmm.
With my free hand, I'm gonna reach up, grab my necklace, and I grab the piece of stone, and I rip my hand away, and a spectral stone is cupped in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I throw that at the gate where the Amber Forged are coming up, and I cast Erupting Earth.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna collapse that entire hallway.
Okay.
Dope.
Like, it does damage, but what I want to do is just absolutely cave that in.
Done. The building shakes. What did you do?
I'm bringing you down. And with my bonus action, I will wild shape into a cave bear.
Okay.
So now I have 42 additional hit points that he has to get through.
Yep.
That's everything. That's my turn. I'm staying on this guy's grill and letting the ladies tear into him.
Okay. First, we're going to roll for this. The area of effect thing he did recharges on a 5 or a 6.
Mm-hmm.
I have rolled a 2 the past 3 rounds.
Good.
He's going to go ahead and turn on...
He's going to roll to turn on? That's the wrong game. I mean, I'm flattered, but...
As you turn into the bear, he effectively pushes you away a little bit, so you are back on the ground. He's going to turn on Lou.
Bitch.
And going to attack the person who has done
The most damage.
far and away the most damage.
Do.
First attack, 16?
16 is my AC, but I'm also dodging, so
That hits.
That's at disadvantage.
Oh, right, disadvantage. Okay. I will roll that at disadvantage. Nat 1. Second attack is probably going to hit because I rolled a 14 and a 13. He's got a +8 with that dagger. So that is going to be a 22. So that's going to hit.
Okay.
22 to hit, 6 damage.
Okay.
And then he's going to shoot you.
Of course.
No! Shoot the bear, you coward!
Wisdom saving throw.
You got this, Lou.
7. I'm going to die.
Or 12d10, rather.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes, much better.
I'm going to die. I only have 33 hit points.
You only have 33 hit points? What?
Well, you hit this with like 36 to start with. I only have 75 altogether. I'm a rogue.
Oh my god.
This is 64 psychic damage as he wheels around and fires. Llewellyn goes scattering to the ground.
Fuck.
Ah, a stranger in my chambers. Kella, I am going to roll a d20.
Okay.
On a 15 or above, she has a healing potion for Lou.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a 2. She has nothing.
Okay.
She runs in, unable to help you in that moment. She is going to take her crossbow and fire at Ambereye.
Come on, sis.
That's a hit for sure. And deals 19 damage.
Okay.
He's not looking good. He is looking scared. Mordecai, you're up.
Offense or defense? Offense or defense? If I go down, that we're screwed. I'm gonna expend another. I'm gonna rage. Because I see Lou go down, and I'm just like, this is bad. This is. We finish this now. I rage, bonus action. I'm gonna take 2 reckless attacks, so I take advantage. First the bite. That'll hit. 22.
Hit.
It's good. That's max damage. 15 on the bite. Claws. I bite into his dumb liver, if it's still there. Come on, but yes. That's a 20. That's a nat 20.
Roll that damage for me. I just want to see.
That is 4d6
Okay.
plus 7.
Okay.
That's really good. 21 for the claws.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh. I see Lou go down. I like donkey kick him. I like turn onto my front bare paws and kick his leg out from under him. I kick his one leg out from under him. I rush up with my jaws. I bite the other one and yank it to the side to drop him to the ground.
Ambereye falls. The weight of the spider behind him crashing into what is left of his already decaying body, which is vile in your mouth. And he's gasping. Save me, and I'll save her.
I put a paw on top of his head, and as I do so, I shift out so that I'm just standing there face to face with him with my hand on the side of his head. I'm going to rummage through my pocket and hold up a healing potion for Kella to take.
She takes it, runs over to Lou.
And Mordecai, for the first time in his life, is going to bluff.
Okay.
Tell me about the gem upstairs, and you'll make it out of this alive.
Roll deception.
-1, baby. Unless, for whatever reason, you'll let me roll deception with strength. I have his life in my hands.
So, no. I'm going to pull an Albrecht.
Okay.
This is a combo. This is something that Ryan started doing in our home games that I really, really liked. You are going to roll a combined deception and intimidation. The DC is higher, but you can roll higher.
Can I use strength for intimidation?
Yes.
So, let's start with deception. Let's start with the stinker. That's a nat 19,
Okay.
so that's an 18 on deception.
Not bad. Not bad.
Intimidation with strength. Nat 1. I'm gonna use my luck point. I didn't use my luck point back at the Hall of Open Secrets.
didn't.
I used Master B instead. I'm gonna use my luck point.
You did. That is correct.
It's a 3, but it's still not a nat 1. So that is, for intimidation, that's an 11. So 11 plus 18.
18.
29, right?
29. 11 plus 18 is 29. I have rolled a 33.
Oh! Fair game.
No. They will always be mine.
Not if I have anything to say about it. And I'm going to lift the gavel and just bash his head in.
Ambereye dies with an unceremonious thud as Kella reaches Luelda and gives her a healing potion. Just a straight normal healing potion, 2d4 plus 2.
Just a basic bitch healing potion.
Go ahead and roll that, Lou.
That's 4, 6. But
6 is alive. You sputter to life as you see this shifter you just met murk Ambereye.
Fuck!
Oh, man.
He didn't give me anything.
He was never going to. Are you okay, Lou?
I'll live, apparently. Thank you.
I'm gonna dump a
My head.
second level cure wounds into. Actually, I'm gonna dump a second level cure wounds into Luelda.
Hell of a hit, though. She goes over and kicks Ambereye's spider over.
Take another 15, Lou.
Thank you.
And she's just admiring your handiwork with the short sword. You fucking fucked him up.
That was really good.
That's what I do.
The
Glad you're
tower
here.
shakes again.
Pull you back up to your feet. All right, we should
That's
go.
not good. Let's go.
Escape plan.
One level up, we destroy it, yes?
I think at this point, may as well.
Let's do it.
The three of you run upstairs, and it's just as you left it. The crystal is in the center of the room. There's a chalk X on one of the shutters. Open it.
I'm gonna open the shutters.
Shutters open, and you see right outside there's the airship. The tower shakes again. As the erupting earth that you cast in the tower has damaged it structurally. This thing is coming down.
We taking that thing or we breaking it? I'm pointing to the crystal.
The crystal is likely too big for you to take. This thing is...
I have a portable hole, sir.
You have a portable hole. I gave you a portable hole. I gave you a portable hole. And now this... Okay. Yep. Proceed.
So, everyone get their weapons out. Break on 3.
All right.
1, 2.
Kella hits it with the butt of her crossbow. This thing shatters into a billion pieces.
I pull this little handkerchief out of my pocket and unfurl it like a blanket and slap the portable hole on the ground. And say, all right, drop it in.
Strength check to push the big crystal.
That's a 19 from Mordecai.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a 13 from Kella, so the three of you are able to...
All right, come on.
Just one single shove, this thing falls out and into the hole. I need to roll and see if this shatters or not.
Oh.
You shove it into the hole. I have rolled a 3.
Oh no!
You shove this thing off of its moorings and into the hole, and you hear reality-splitting shatter.
Uh-oh. Greenlee always wins in the end.
As an amber light flies from this crystal.
I'm trying to roll up the hole as fast as I can.
Dex check.
Do I have help from Lou?
Yeah, can I help?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 22.
That's an 18.
You get this thing rolled up quickly. It doesn't stop that energy from escaping.
Sure.
But you do roll it up before the next big shockwave hits that rocks you. This tower is coming down minutes, if not seconds.
All right. I'll fold up the hole. We'll unpack that later, literally and thematically. I run to the window. I throw the windows open. I grab my necklace and I call out to the spirits of the wilds and I summon my dear old friends Caw and Caw. 2 giant eagles come out, manifested from the wild magics. And I say, here's our ride. Hop on.
I don't hesitate. I just
Yep.
go.
No, Kella hops on with you, Mordecai.
All right, caw, to the airship.
They land on the airship. Let's see how the airship is being currently staffed.
Now, how the hell do we get this thing out of here? That's the question.
In a shocking turn of events, I have actually rolled quite high in your favor.
Oh.
You land. 3 mages come out from below decks. Greenstone, what's going on? Can we get this thing moving?
Kella?
If we do, Ambereye and the fucking things are gonna kill...
Ambereye's dead.
What? The tower shakes again.
He's dead. Can we go?
Oh shit, he was load-bearing? Okay, let's go! And the 3 mages run to their stations, and the airship swings out of the way as Amber Watch crumbles to the ground. All right, where are we going?
Can you get this thing outside? Can we get to outside of Bulwark? How did this thing get down here?
We'll explain it on the way. Let's go.
All right, let's get out of here.
And they fly down the river. We're not going to be able to get topside. Not yet. But we can wait for things to cool down. We can get back. I got a plan.
Okay.
Who are you guys?
I'm her kid brother.
Oh.
Mordecai.
I'm just here for the party, really.
Yeah.
Right. I'm Birch.
Birch?
All right.
Like the tree?
Like the tree, yeah.
All right.
Mordecai gives Kella like a fun look because our code names were all trees when we were spies. Yep. All right. I need to get back topside sooner rather than later. We did what we came here to do.
All right.
This airship's honestly a bonus. I didn't even know these existed, so real bonus.
They didn't until we finished work on it.
Rad.
But I got a plan. We need to go back. We need to get some friends.
Okay.
Where are we going? Where's our final destination?
You know Everburn Hall?
Birch looks over his shoulder to one of his companions. Fox Pearl, you know? Fox Pearl looks up. I think I got an idea. Yeah.
Either that or we, I don't know, dive in from above Bulwark.
It's coming in a little hot. But if people are gathering at Everburn, I think I know a nice present for them. Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia. A special thanks to our donor, Nathan N., or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Griffin at Griffcold, and Kim at Metzger. Kim can also be found on her podcast, Beholder's Eye Podcast. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember that a qualified success still counts as a success.
This has been a Ghostlight Media production.